picked. Well, how about that, guys? So anyway, I was doing the whole recording with my microphone turned off. That's all right. Make sure, check my sound. Check sound, please. Okay, great. Well, how about that? Didn't have any audio. My microphone was not. I updated my version of XSplit, and I guess it didn't have the audio selected. Hooray. Okay, so let's get the eyeball in there, keep this rounded. And start thinking about these stalks here a little bit. Your sound is fine. I don't know. I'm told the sound's good. I'm told the sound's bad. I don't know. Apparently it's good now. So the stalks. So let's see what we can get here. Let's build them up a little. Let's give them some thickness. All right. Okay. Let's do a little zoom out action. Now what I like about this guy is he's pretty organic, very basic. Let's start talking about, let's think about the subdivision of his teeth. I mean, we can get pretty pointy with these. And we can get a little nasty with them too, kind of gnarly. Trying to keep them overlapping each other. Let's look at the bottom. And yeah, they don't have to be the same, right? So we can build up some variety. All right. I guess I should give them the hint of some lips, right? Yeah, I updated XSplit, which is my streaming software. And I guess I did not tell it to look at the microphone I have plugged in. So the first 5 minutes of this clip today is silent, which I'm sure everyone's going to skip. Sure, I lost viewers. All right, so the next thing I think I want to do is check my time. We got 17 minutes, 18 minutes. All right, I have a thumbnail going on here. That's pretty good. So why don't we make another layer like we normally do? Drop this down to roughs. We'll call this roughs. And actually what I want to do is do the old flip test. Yeah, I'm glad I did that because I'm not happy with what I'm seeing. So this can come in, and I feel this area could be built out a little more. This jaw, if you will. And I think I want to build the mouth a little more like this. Let's make my eraser a little bigger. So Let's save. Yeah, I'm glad I flipped. The old flip test always reveals all of your, all of the horror. And I probably should get an idea of a tongue in there, right? And a hint of like an interior. This could all be tone. And trim this back a little bit, this mouth, this area here. All right. Okay. So I'm afraid of the brow looking a little too cartoony. I don't mind it being, it doesn't have to be realistic looking, obviously, but I don't want it looking like Squidward or something. Not that there's anything wrong with Squidward. It's just that it's not what I'm shooting for. All right. Okay, and maybe this point comes out just a bit more, the quote-unquote chin. It doesn't have a chin, obviously, but it's... Okay. Let's flip it back. Horizontal, scale back. Squint, give it the squint. And I feel that I kind of want to... Oh, I don't know. I mean, he's basic. Not much that can go wrong with him. Well, why don't I continue doing what I was going to do, which is to kind of refine him a little more. We'll take our thumbs, pull them down, go up to our rough layer, check our time. We've got 15 minutes. So what I would like to do is tie this down slightly more than what he is. And I think what I'm going to do today is go out a bit of a limb. And I'm going to try something a little different than what I normally do with the live streams. Let's try and refine these shapes a little better. Give the mouth some thickness, these lips. And yeah, we'll keep these pointy. He's got some canines back here. Yeah, let's refine this a little more. And I think what I'm going to do today is maybe once I get this kind of nailed into a little bit more of a better place, I think I'm going to try and do a little bit of a digital painting over top of him. Nothing crazy. And I'm not quite sure how that's going to turn out, but we'll give it a shot. We'll give it a try. Figured he's pretty basic, and we'll keep it loose. These eyes have lids. I guess they do. I spent many a day playing D&D in my teenage years. I may or may not have played D&D during class in high school with a friend of mine. We were sneaking dice on the floor. But all good things come to an end. Earlier on, I took a picture of a beholder hat that a friend of mine bought for me when he was at Gen Con. I think I was in Chicago. I'm not even sure if they have them anymore. And yeah, it was in the attic. It's in a box full of all my. I still have all that stuff up there. I have a lot of Planescape stuff. There was a while I ran a Planescape campaign, which I really enjoyed. That introduced me to Tony DiRolisi, and his artwork had a big effect on me when I was growing up in terms of just what I liked. You know, I thought he had to go with certain whimsy, and of course he's gone on to, I don't want to say bigger and better things, but you know, he's become very successful. Let's hit save. Let me check my time. Let me see if my plan will work. I got 10 minutes here. I think what I can do in the next 10 minutes, if I put another layer down, I think if I set this to multiply, maybe hide my thumbs and call this color. And let's see how this works. I'm definitely going out on a bit of a limb here. I'm not quite sure how this is going to roll. I used to have a wheel, a color wheel. Let me see if that's still around. Where are you? For something like it never worked right. Is it under? I'll have to maybe pull it up later on. Extras, show. I don't know where it is. I don't know where it went. Screen mode, no. Window. Maybe extensions. Painter's wheel. But for some reason, it never worked right. I don't know. I feel like it's slow. It's like not very responsive. Let me pick a brush here. Let's make it fat. Fix the flow here. We'll go pink. See here a little bit. So let's just start massing in some stuff. Yeah, I'm not sure how this is going to work, but you know, it's worth a try. Let's just mass in his. I thought it'll be something different to try this week. So let's just mass this in, and we can kind of deal with some of the nitty-gritty as we get to it. There we go. Trying to keep in mind the shape of these things. Let's trim this up. Got a little sloppy. What might help is if I put a card behind him, some sort of tone. So after I fill this in, after I fill this guy in, I think I'm going to plop a card behind him and just see how he's working. Let me card. Just call it card. I don't green, maybe some sort of green. This saturated. Deselect. Now I'm just comparing the green against the pink. You can get some yellowish, some pale yellow for the eye. Oh, some of it done. All right, I mean, let's see. Let's go a little larger here. Let's get something for the interior of the mouth. I have to go pretty dark, I think. For the teeth, maybe the tongue. Let's think of the tongue. I mean, the tongue could be a little more saturated. Let's try that against that. So this is all just local color. You know, I'm not even really thinking about tone or anything right now. Just thinking about what the local color is. Let's do a little zoom. Maybe more fun if that tongue was more blue. A little less saturated, maybe. A little more gray. You know, be kind of neat. A little more monstrous, maybe. And for the teeth, again, maybe we can pull from the eye. I don't know. Maybe go a little more gray. Yeah, I have the highlighter on, so you guys can see what I'm up to, but like I can't see the color as I work, so it's kind of, it puts like a yellow wash over my color. So it's strange. Yeah, there it is. Oops. Now, one thing I think I'm noticing already is that maybe the value of his skin tone is similar to the value of the color card I put back there. So we'll probably go through and adjust that a little bit. I have hints of his gums sticking up too. So. Clean that up. Lips. Let's get the lips here. They can go darker. I don't want them to compete with the, see, they're already kind of competing a little bit with the interior of the mouth, which tells me I probably have to go a little darker in the mouth. What happens if I go lighter on the pink on the mouth or the gums? Let's go darker. Definitely gonna have to go darker in here. See if I can just magic one that. Maybe even darker. That may be too dark. I want his eye to be green. I'm taking this back. Let's go a little more saturated. Nah, too saturated. There we go. That feels a little better. All right. Let's get the people. Looks good. We can get a little bit of pink in there too. Let me get a softer brush for that. Let me see. Yeah. Pull that back. All right. Let me start adding like some lumps. And what we can do, time. Oh, I got 3 seconds left. Oh, you. I'm going to go, stop. I'm going to go a little longer. Let's just add some cracks. One thing I should do too is make this into a clipping mask. Do something like this. Not worry about going over, keeping it interior. I'm going to go over just 5 minutes. Yeah, we'll just get some stuff in there. Let's try and keep these lighter around the eye and mouth area, right? Bigger here. Bigger here. Yep. Creases in the brow. Okay, let's find a little bit of something in the mouth here. Yeah. And I think what we could do is maybe just add another layer. We'll call this tone, and I'll do I'll do the cheat, the old cheateroo. There, multiply. We'll pull down to like around 50%. Grab blue of some sort, and we'll just throw in a cheap tone layer here. Pull out some shadows. This has some depth to it. I mean, this is definitely the cheater's way of building up. I don't want to say cheaters. That's not entirely fair. But it's definitely a quick way of just putting in some tone, and since we're dealing with limited time here right now, it's not a bad idea. Let's get into the teeth. I don't want to go much longer here. Okay. Just noticed my local color is, tongue is not complete. And maybe get some stuff back here. Give the impression of some tone back in the tongue area. And I think one of the last things I think I can do is maybe just add some highlights in the eyes. I mean, I also like to do this kind of stuff. This may be a little beyond the scope, just to give these some depth, you know what I mean? Just to pop them a little bit. But I may not have time to do all of this. Let's just do a few. Just to give them a little bit of, and I could even run over later on and give them some highlights. Actually, that'd be nice. So let's do that too. Let's just quickly make another layer. There we go. Maybe soft light. Let's see what happens. Yeah, that could work. Soft light. And I don't want to get all of it. I just want to just a select few, really. Maybe some in the lip. Shows that there's some light hitting this. You know, on this ledge or edge. Maybe the brow's getting a lot of light, so we can hit that. Somewhere in here, you know. Eyeballs getting some light. And let's get the lip a little more. It's all nasty. Hit a couple of ridges in here. Here we are. He's starting to come together a little bit. And last but not least, I'm going to make another layer. I'm just going to call this eye highlight. And just on top of everything. There we are. These have eyes. These will have eye highlights. Could even probably go in there and put a little bit of some veiny stuff, some pink veiny stuff. Save. That's always a good idea to save. Cuban's really light. All right, and there we have it. I think that'll do it for today. There's our beholder. He's all right. He came out okay. He was fun to do. I enjoyed doing it. It was a good time. Well, I thank you very much for joining me here, guys. Sorry about the audio not working in the beginning. We had a little bit of a snafu. But as you can see, I have some other links here. I do this Wednesday lunch live sketch every Wednesday at noon, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. I also do some Toon Boom Harmony tutorial tips if you're into Toon Boom. I've recently been doing that. And I randomly put up some animation clips here and there on the old YouTube channel when you can. You will also see a subscribe button. Please hit that, and you'll get the information as soon as it happens. I promise. It's amazing. It's amazing. It happens to you at the speed of light. What else? Oh, there's also some social links down there. Click some of those things. I generally do sketches. Try to at least do something daily every day, and I put them up on my Tumblr, my Twitter, and I even have Google Plus. And yes, I still keep my blogger alive because, well, I've had it for almost 10 years now. I don't have it in my heart to kill it. Thank you very much for joining me here today, guys. I hope you guys all have a great week, and I hope to see you next week at the same time. Take care.